what's up? It's Kim and welcome back to Diamonds, Curls, and Pearls. So today we're going to be doing a little makeup tutorial. I did want to come through with a little fall slay for you guys, and I did achieve this look using mostly Fenty products. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please continue to watch. Okay, so I have already done my brows off camera, and I did use this Revlon Color Stay brow pencil, and it is in the shade dark brown. So let's go ahead and get into this base makeup. I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Primer, and this is actually my first time using this primer. I don't really smell anything, and according to Fenty, this is supposed to be smoothing, and it's supposed to have a pore diffusing finish. So let's see, it almost feels like a moisturizer, a lightweight moisturizer. And for foundation, I am going in with their soft matte foundation, and this one is in the shade 420. What's wrong with my pump? I know you lying. Okay, so apparently my pump broke, so we're just gonna do this. It was all down my chest, baby. What is you doing? Okay. And to blend this out, I'm using the Real Techniques body sponge. Yes, Cody. I really like the Real Techniques sponges. For one, I like this body sponge because it's so big and it just covers so much space, and it just makes blending really fast. I am so shocked that I haven't picked up this foundation in probably, I don't know, it's been several months. But I just remember when Fenty first launched, everybody was just like going crazy about Fenty. And I kind of feel like that hype has died down. Let me know how y'all feel about Fenty. Do y'all think the hype has died down, or are y'all still loving Fenty? I'm gonna go in with a little bit more foundation on this side. I am so upset that the pump broke on this foundation. Okay, so the foundation is blended. What is that on my lip? Has that been on my lip the whole time? I don't know. So the foundation is blended, and we're going to go ahead and move on to eyeshadow. So for my eyeshadow base, I am going to go in with this black opal concealer stick, and this is in the shade Honey. Child, where is my close-up mirror? Here it is. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on as a base, and I'm going to blend it out with this little sponge that I got from the crayon case. I have learned that with my eyeshadow bases, it's best for me to just do one eye at a time. And I like doing it this way better because by the time I get to my other eye, this side is already dry, it's not tacky, and I don't really get the color payoff that I would get with the tacky base. So we're just going to do one side at a time. And for eyeshadow, I am going to go in with their Snap Shadow in the number 3. And I'm going to be using my Luxie brushes that I just got in my BoxyCharm. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it up in the cards. But this is their 205 tapered blending brush. So I'm going to take just a little bit of New Booty. And because this base is still tacky, I'm just going to go in and pat it on first, and then we'll go back and blend it out. I think I said New Booty, but this is actually Nude Booty. So now I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out. And I have been living for all matte eyeshadow looks lately. It's just something about an all matte eyeshadow look. Ooh, baby. Yes, ma'am. Period. So next I'm going to go into No Fudge Given. I'm going to use the Luxie 207 brush. Take a little bit of that shade, and I'm just going to press it onto my outer corner just to deepen up this look some. Okay, and now we're going to go in with Shots Fired. which is this really pretty burgundy shade. And I'm going to sweep that all over my lid. And this is brush number 209. So I'm just going to go into that color like this. And then just pat it onto my lid. Now I could have gone in with the white base and put that color down first, and then the burgundy would show up a little bit better. And I'm just packing this shade on until I get the color payoff that I want. So I did go ahead and do my other eye off camera, and now I'm going to go in with my big fat liner and do me a little smaller wing liner, nothing major, because you know, wing liner has really become really hard for me to do, and I don't understand it, because that's all I used to wear was a wing liner and a little gold on my lid. What happened? I do like felt tip liners better. They are just easier for me to control rather than the ones that you dip in and take out. I'm not sure what they're called. I guess just a regular liquid liner. But yeah, I like the felt tip liners the best. So since my left eye gives me so many problems, I am going to go ahead and do my other wing off camera. And while I'm off camera, I am going to go ahead and put on my lashes. And these are by House of Lashes in the style Midnight Luxe. So moving on to concealer, this is in the shade 390. And because 390 is a little bit too dark for me, I am going to go in with my Makeup Forever concealer. It's the Matte Velvet Skin Concealer, and it's in the shade 4.3. And I'm applying it with this brush from e.l.f. I've been loving doing my concealer with the brush lately. For me, doing my concealer with a brush, it just gives me more coverage. So I have really been loving doing my concealer with a brush. Then I'm going to go in with just a little bit of this Makeup Forever concealer on top of it. It's like right here. Just to brighten this concealer a little bit. So I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty Tantour. And this one is in the shade Tan. I really like this Tantour because it's so easy to blend. Okay, so I am going to come back and blend this out more. Girl, how did you forget to put the rest of your concealer on? You tripping, baby. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you, honey? You alright? Is you alright? So I'm going to put some concealer on my forehead, my chin, and I do like to go like around my mouth a little bit. And then down the bridge of my nose. And again, just a little bit of that Makeup Forever concealer. Oh yes. So I'm going to go ahead and put down this cream blush, and this is in the shade Summertime Wine. Okay, all right, am I looking crazy? I think so. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend out this concealer. If you don't use a brush to blend out your concealer, try it and let me know how you like it, because I don't think I'm ever going back. Never. And don't worry about that concealer. Everything's gonna be blended. Just give me a minute to get back around to it. Okay, girl? I'ma get it. Don't worry about it, baby. I put on way too much blush, but it's gonna work out. I'm gonna go in with this same brush and just blend it out. And as far as me letting my concealer sit before I blend it out, I did learn that little trick from Jackie Aina. And then back in with that sponge, just to blend out those edges. Now I'm going to go in with this Morphe Continuous Setting Mist and just spray this. And back in with my sponge just to make sure everything is blended seamlessly. Oh yes. Baby, ain't nothing like when you start feeling cute. I am going in with their loose setting powder in the shade Banana. To apply this powder, I'm just using this Real Techniques setting brush. So I'm going to set the rest of my face with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and this is in the shade Dark Tan, and I'm just using my e.l.f. powder brush. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to bronzer. So I'm going to go in with the shade Cocoa Naughty. Moving on to highlighter, I do have two. I have this one, which is Cognac Candy. And I also have their Fairy Balm in the shade 24 Cray. I'm going to go in with 24 Cray. So I'm just going to take what's on the lid. A little bit over my eyebrow. Take a little bit on the tip of my nose. And a little bit down the bridge of my nose. I'm going to take the same sponge that I've been using and just go around and make sure that everything is melted together. So let's go ahead and do lips. And I'm going to be using my MAC lip liner in the shade Chestnut. Okay, so I did pick out two of these Stunner lip paints. This one is in the shade Underdog. Then this one is in the shade Uncuffed. I don't know which color I want to go with. Do I want to go dark and vampy, or do I want to go nude? I'm going to go ahead and go in with Underdog. And I'm going to go in with a little bit more of Chestnut. And one more spritz of this continuous setting mist. So yeah guys, this is the final look. Hopefully you guys like it. You know, hopefully you learned a little something. Hopefully you like my vibe. If you do, please give the video a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Share with at least 2 of your friends and subscribe. Bye y'all.